Okay, we're back. I don't know. This took a long time to fucking organize, but we're fucking here, fighting Corona.
Yeah.
Fighting. I did a open mic recently.
Oh, you did.
I did an open mic recently, and it was all about prompts. Like they gave you prompts, and one of the prompts was a coronavirus.
Okay.
And I didn't want to talk about coronavirus.
Yeah.
So I pulled that prompt, and you know what I said? I said, build a wall.
Where was said open mic?
It's in Hyde Park.
Okay, so that was a little bit more.
Yeah,
that went over a little bit better than if you were to do the open mic at like North Bar.
Yeah, right. and if I did it in Wrigley, I would have got too many claps. Yeah, he's right. He's fucking right.
He's fucking right.
Anyway, let me give you some back. So this is called Quarantine Conversations, right? It's a new series I've concocted where I invite some of my favorite people to my lovely apartment, and we drink and we talk and we defy the CDC and drink whiskey. But today we have a little bit of Bacardi rum
and a White Claw
and a Caucasian.
It's my favorite.
And the Caucasian Claw.
And the Caucasian Claw. It's my favorite though.
Where we met where? Yeah.
At technically at Columbia College, Chicago.
CCC. Triple C.
I think the year was 2011.
Yeah.
And I was originally I was sleeping with Adam's roommate.
Had fornicating. Premarital.
Premarital, before he was married.
Oh.
So before he was married, I was sleeping with his roommate, and you had to be checked into dorm rooms at that time, and it wasn't like a dorm because it was Columbia, so it was rich people, and it was like this, I met Adam the night, I won't say his name, but, the gentleman I was sleeping with, was roommates with Adam, and Adam was on shrooms, and, like, just out of his mind.
Yeah.
And people are like, Adam, can I help you? And he's like, no, I'm a grown-ass man. And like,
I was at the time.
And I remember at one point Adam just like looked at his computer screen and was like, whoa! Does everything ever just like start to hit you at once?
Yeah. I was experiencing ego death. I was experiencing an existential moment.
And I don't know. And the rest is kind of history.
I remember one time in your apartment.
Which one?
I've
had several.
So two stories. One I remember, one I don't remember. One that you've only told me about. The one I remember is you're in 2 East 8th.
2 East 8th. Oh
and
my God.
I remember us marching. Do you remember this at all?
A little bit, vaguely.
We marched in a circle for about 5 minutes. And we were just chanting, just two buds. We marched in a circle for about 2 minutes chanting.
That does not surprise me at all.
And then this other time that I don't remember was you were like a Lyft pioneer.
Yes, I was like one of the first people ever to use Lyft.
Back
like,
when they had mustaches on their car.
Back when they had mustaches, and also, you want to know something crazy? You used to be able to pay Lyft whatever you wanted to pay them.
Yeah.
Which lasted maybe all of like 3 weeks.
Whatever you wanted to pay them? So if you were driving
if you wanted to pay them, if you wanted to pay your Lyft driver $2 for taking you from, like, let's say, like, I don't know, Edgewater to the South Loop, you could. You could. It was 100% a thing. So, we were using and abusing Lyft when it was like that. And, oh, God, no. And you came to my apartment, and then we somehow went back to, like, South Loop. Yeah. And, like, the whole car ride there, Adam was just like, don't laugh at me, god damn it. Like, the Lyft driver, and he was like, what, you hear me, god damn it. He ended everything with god damn it. And like, I also, like, as soon as we made it inside this like loft party in the South Loop, Adam just like sprints, and I lost him. And there's like 2 disposable pictures of him that night, and he just looks out of his mind, like sweaty, like sweaty and just like lost, and he just has this very blank and scared but happy smile on his face.
Yeah, that was a really great night that I have no recollection of, because I guess I pulled up to your house already hot, and then I remember
oh yeah, you were dancing and like
I remember falling asleep on your couch and then waking up in a literal stranger's car. And I'm like, Maria, do you know this person? And yeah, it's fucking. This is. Okay.
I wanna grab another claw and I wanna see if the pizza.
Okay, grab claws. But I remember waking up in that guy's car and being like, "This is fucking weird. Why's your car have a mustache, sir?" But yeah, so the goal of this podcast is to shed some light on social distancing, which I think is a fucking super duper terrifying concept, right? And I think that everyone's like super cavalier about the idea of social distancing. How do you feel having been
social distance?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's really weird because I wouldn't consider myself somebody that like lives at the bar, but I really love the bar. Does that make sense? I love the bar. I love going to the bar, and I love going to the bar by myself, which is really weird. But I love like going to like my neighborhood bar, like sitting down, having their burger, and doing a crossword. I feel like I do that like once a week, so it feels like, I don't know, it feels weird, but it also just like, I feel weird about doing things that I need to do, like going to the grocery store, God forbid, or like, I don't know. And then I'm also like, when is the appropriate time to use CTA again? Like, am I going to only be using Uber? Like, and also, I don't know, social distancing, it's weird because I feel like everybody has different definitions of it. Yeah. Like, according to the CDC, the main thing they don't want us to do is sleepovers, and they don't want us to, like, hug, kiss, or fuck. Yeah. So, like, I'm cool with that. Like,
which sounds a lot like my mom in 2008.
Well, it's just, like, well, I don't know. I am just, like, I'm, like, so single, and I, like, I don't know, like, I kind of got my booty calls out of the way, like, two weeks ago. Okay. So I feel good. I feel like, because I'm also, like, this morning I was thinking to myself, and I'm like, wow, you're, like, totally not going to have sex for, like, 2 months. Yeah. And it's not like I have, like, that go-to person to have sex with, but, like, I still, like, I don't know, I can make it happen. So, like...
Yeah. What's it like making it happen as a woman? Like,
as a woman?
Explain to me
what
how to get some of that
sex?
Sweet. Yeah, explain to me. First of all, explain to me what me... And I think some of what is sex?
The viewers. What is sex? Sex is when a man takes his schlong and puts it in my pinhole. Okay. How do we make that happen?
Yeah, do you say, excuse me, sir?
Kind of. Like,
pardon me.
Very openly, very, I don't know. I'm so straightforward. Like, if I want to have sex with you, I'm, like, 100% going to be like, hey, like, I want to have sex with you later. Is that okay? And, like, and if they say no, it's, like, cool, and I'll move on. But, like...
I want to have sex with you later. I think that's...
Later. That is the other thing. Is, like, I'm not impulsive. I'm not impulsive is the problem. I'm not impulsive. So I love to make plans, and I love to stick to them because I'm a Virgo, and I, like, everything has to be planned out. So when I have sex, I plan it out. Like, I will literally write it in my planner to, like, have sex. Like, I'm pretty sure... No, I won't take it out. But, like, I have, like, things written in there, like, have sex with so-and-so on this date at, like, 9 p.m. Blah, 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 blah. But, like, I do that so, like, I can maintain, like, a normal routine schedule. I think a lot of guys are really thrown off by that. Like, they're like, what?
There's nothing that seems less romantic than... sequestering a day of the week to get some schlong, you know what I mean? Well, like, why? Because as a male, and as a Libra male, if I saw in a girl's planner that Thursday was the day I'm gonna pipe her down, I'd be like, suppose I called you Wednesday, was that all for
No, it would make me so mad.
That's not romantic.
Not romantic. The thing is, I don't cuddle unless I'm in love. I really prefer to go to the guy's house to have sex because I feel like my main thing is, like, after I have sex, like, I feel like guys, like, want to, like, roll over and, like, touch me and, like...
Yeah, they're trying to get those last-minute titty feels.
Yeah. And see, my move, like, whenever, like, the deed is done and I can tell the man is exhausted, I just, like, whoop, right out of bed and, like, put on my clothes and they're like, don't you, man? I'm like, no, I'm gonna get, no.
Yeah,
toodaloo. Yeah, like, I just, like, because I only do that if I'm in love. If I'm, like, super in love, I'll, like,
do you actually say toodaloo?
Sometimes.
Can you please?
Toodaloo.
I think if my podcast is quarantine conversations, yours should be telling men toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
After sexual encounters. And just it'll be literally like 4 seconds. You just bust out the camera. You got your clothes on. He's going, hey, I'll fucking Uber Eats us some Taco Bell.
Oh, see, no, then I would stay. I'd stay. If you Uber Eated me some Taco Bell, I would stay. I'd stay.
That's what it... Okay, I'm gonna write. Hey, baby. You think you might want your autonomy, but what if I tell you that?
Because that is a really big gesture, actually, Uber Eats, because technically... If I know that you're willing to pay like $20 for me to eat a quarter pounder.
Yeah, with cheese.
With cheese. Then I know you might want to invest something in this. And then I might be like catching some feels, you know, it all depends.
We went to my ex-girlfriend's birthday party.
Oh, that was the stupidest thing I've ever...
And she was like, you brought a girl.
She was like, you brought a girl. And Adam was like, no, I brought Maria. Like, that's different.
You brought a girl.
You brought a girl. She was hammered, and I actually...
But was she hot though, or what?
She was so hot, and I tried to be her. I like the first thing she was so hammered, and she comes up to me and she was like, "Hi!" Like just like typical white girl, except she was not white wasted. You know what I mean? Like she was wasted like a white woman, but like she wasn't a white woman.
Yeah, she.
So it was like kind of
had oppression
going. Yeah, it was just like a really odd thing to witness. I was like, whoa, let's put these demons back inside of you. And she was just like, she was like hugging me. This was before the corona. So Adam's girlfriend was like ex-girlfriend. It was her birthday party. To be honest, I don't know why we went because we were having a great time at Kohl's. And like right when I got there too, do you remember I had to go back to Kohl's because I fucking didn't close out?
I literally thought that was the last time I was going to see you.
And I came right back.
Immediately, you were like, Adam, I got to go back. And I was like, what?
And I was like, I don't have my ID or my debit card.
And I remember being like, oh, that sucks. Godspeed. I'm going to go sit down awkwardly at my ex-girlfriend's table.
And then I like came back 20 minutes later.
And that revitalized me.
Yeah, and it was just like it was a weird crowd. I don't know. People were having a good time. I felt like everybody was having a really good time except for her, and it was just odd. But yeah, I kind of felt like we crashed your party a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's sort of my thing these days.
Adam loves to crash a party, make a scene, be somewhere. Or like I remember like 2 years ago, I had a birthday party at like somebody else's house,
and I brought 17 people.
I've never been.
I pulled up with 5, which is already offensive.
That's already so fucking offensive. I was like, Adam, what the fuck?
And then I did the trickle in. So I pull up 5 deep. I'm going, happy birthday, brothers. And then I'm going, hey, my friend.
My last name is Brothers, by the way. My government name is not Maria Brothers. Yeah. It's Gladys Maria Colon. But in English, or as the whites would like to say it, it's Gladys Maria Colon.
Yeah. That has not the same ring to it.
No, it doesn't. But it is funny that, like, I don't know, like, filling out, like, especially, like, because I've been in urgent care. Again, don't have the corona, but because I've been in urgent care for the stupid ear infection, and they're like, have you ever been known by any other name? And I always have to write it down. But it's kind of like that. Okay, weirdest thing, too, when I went to urgent care, they have TVs in the... not just in the waiting room, but like when you're like in the room waiting for the waiting forever for the doctor to come back and like tell you there's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah. Unless you're waiting for the exact opposite.
Yeah, and I'm just like sitting there, and they have Property Brothers playing. Do you know that show?
The twins?
The twins, the hot twins that renovate houses. And I had to watch that shit because like I was in there for like I felt like 30 minutes or so, like a whole episode I watched, and I was like, yeah, I get why people watch this. They're hot and they fix shit.
Well, today we're fixing up Randy's
shit.
The shed where his son hung himself.
Oh my god, Adam! That's not funny!
Now Randy wants to keep...
That's not funny!
Now Randy wants to keep the rafters and the noose. But I said, no way. If you want to memorialize your son, we'll do it classy. So my brother, hey, what's up? I'm his brother.
Hey, what's up? I'm his brother.
We had contracted a life-size brass replicant of his son. Isn't it weird that we're just old jizz?
Yeah. We are old jizz.
Fun fact about Maria, you're a doula.
I am a doula.
You're a medulla oblongata.
I'm a doula. I work with babies.
You really know about...
Renovation?
you know about like super young cum.
Oh God, shut up. I don't know a ton about cum. I know a lot about like the placenta and the cervix.
Right.
I don't know much about I know how reproduction happens, but
yeah.
Wait, are you talking about young? Oh, that's nasty.
I'm referring
Adam.
to babies.
Adam.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Because we're just old. I'm a 30-year-old.
I don't think. Okay, shut up. I actually don't know. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Okay. I don't think babies can come. I hate that I just said that!
There's only one way to find out.
Shut up! That was awful.
There's only one way. Okay, that's...
Moving
real
on.
fast, really quick. I met a young man in the forest who's gonna do this editing.
Oh my God! Adam's talked about this guy all day.
I met a young man in the forest, and he volunteered to do the editing. Not volunteer. I'm giving him money. Edit that section out.
If you edit that part out, I will show you half of a boob.
That's half more than what you've seen. So you can restart. You can restart right.
Yeah. Now.
Okay.
Hey. It's me.
Didn't say anything inappropriate.
Your local...
Didn't say anything inappropriate.
No.
Oh, so you're a doula. Tell me about that.
So I'm a postpartum doula and lactation educator, which basically means I work for the very rich.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically I work with people right after they have their babies and they come home, and normally we have contracts of about 6 weeks or so, and throughout the time I give them support at night, and I also educate them about what an infant does, because a lot of it can be really overwhelming. I always say to people don't be offended if your baby isn't cute until a month in, because they've been sped and they're all jumbled, and they're so tightly put in a womb, and a lot of times they'll come out and they're I've seen a lot of really fugly babies, you know what I mean? Really fucking ugly babies. I feel bad saying.
I don't think white babies are ever cute.
Oh, I've seen some very cute white babies.
I don't think white babies are ever fucking cute.
So I hate to say this, but almost all of my clients are white.
Well,
Actually, all my clients are white.
Yeah.
And so I only see white babies, and they take a bit to marinate and be cute. But I'd say 3 weeks in, especially it's mostly the redness after birth. It's just their faces can be really splotchy, and they also can, it's so fucking, this is the weirdest thing to explain to parents, that babies get acne.
That's fucking...
Babies get total, it's I forgot the specific name I've been drinking, but it's
I've been drinking.
But it is really weird. I have this little girl client who has zits all around her eyebrows.
Yeah.
And I'm telling the mom, do not fucking pick them. Don't pick them. Don't pick them. It's just it's weird things like that, or in general, I don't know, the hospital can be very traumatizing. So it's really great for parents to have somebody to kind of I don't know, come in and help them. And with lactation, I don't know, I mainly support breastfeeding moms. I can tell you a lot about boobs, and...
Dude, breastfeeding to me is so gross.
That really makes me so sad, Adam. I'm totally going to change that by the end of this year.
I think
breastfeeding is the most powerful...
Right, and that's great that you think that. Here's what I think. I think that anything edible that's...
Were you breastfed?
If I was, dude, I'm legitimately... emancipating myself.
Okay, so
my mother's on some weird pervert shit.
Oh my God, no! It is the most natural thing you could do, and it's it's been around since the beginning of time.
How dangerous would it be if and when I get married, I ask my wife not to breastfeed? Instead, I just give my son Monster Energy drink for the first 3 years of his life.
Adam, I would.
Have there been studies on the long-lasting effects of...
There hasn't, Adam, but that doesn't sound great. Did you know that women have the ability to breastfeed until the child is 5? Isn't that so cool? I love telling clients that. They always look at me like I'm nuts, and I'm like, you don't have to do that. But like,
but now what does that mean? Okay, so when the kid turns 5, the fucking bar shut down. Like what?
Yeah, basically, you won't be able to produce milk.
But how does the titty know after 5 years? How does the titty know?
I don't know.
Is what I'm asking you.
I don't know for sure. Like, I'd have to ask my boss, but my boss said that women for sure have the ability to breastfeed until the child is 5. You actually also have, it's crazy, but you have the ability to express, which means like hand pump out milk while you're still pregnant. Isn't that crazy?
So you can just fucking...
Yeah, you can like just squeeze, and it's not milk, it's called colostrum in the beginning, and it's like, if you think breastfeeding is gross, Adam, the shit comes out like yellow and thick. And they need it to build up the infant stomach lining. It's crazy. I see big pregnant tits all the time. You should see the nipples I look at. They're huge.
Yeah, dude. Women's nipples are so much bigger than guys' nipples.
Yeah. You should see after a birth. Holy shit. Like, they get really big.
Women's nipples are comically big.
You know what's so funny? I'm not going to show you, Adam, because we're like, that's just weird.
Yeah.
But, like, I have really small nipples.
Yeah.
Like, really small nipples. And I really wonder when I give birth one day, like, if they're even going to grow, or, like, if they'll just be, like, normal-sized nipples.
Well... Now, how small are we talking? Because I've got some small teats myself.
I can't...
I'll bust mine out.
No.
Well, you don't have to bust yours
out.
This
is an audio podcast.
No, it's fucking video.
Oh, okay. It's like, dude, my nipple, like, I'm just going to do that, like, maybe that big. Maybe this big. Maybe this big.
Bigger than mine or what?
Oh, hey!
It's okay. It's still recorded.
Let me see. All my nipples are smaller than that.
No, they're not. You don't have nipples.
I do have nipples. My nipples are smaller than that. For sure.
That's fucking crazy.
Should we like text a guy that I've slept with recently and ask if I have small nipples?
1000%.
Okay.
Now, back to social distancing. Corona. So my work is shut down for 2 weeks. I think that's utter horseshit because that's not how viruses work. Viruses don't fucking cease to be after 2 weeks. I think we're living currently in the fucking apocalypse, right? I think that this is it. I think that this podcast is going to be the last thing that you see. And hey babies, I'm giving you fucking on the way out material. Because again, to say that everything's shut down for 2 weeks would imply that the situation will be handled in 2 weeks. That's not how epidemics work. Epidemics build, and then they crescendo in mass death.
Yeah,
right?
I almost feel like the 2 weeks thing was put on fresh out of, I shouldn't say fresh, but like I'd say like a year out of being in the restaurant service industry. And if you were to tell me even more, like 2 weeks right now, I'd be losing my shit. So I can't imagine. But like also imagine if Pritzker was like, yeah, 6 weeks, everything is shut down. Can you imagine though, like those small businesses?
You're right.
I don't feel like, because I feel like a lot of them out of panic would just shut down.
Yeah.
It's so tricky. Like I'm technically not out of work right now because I'm in postpartum work and I'm working in people's homes. It's more just like taking precautions, not taking CTA, washing your hands like after you do literally everything and sanitizing everything. But I mean, my work's not that affected. I'm just like, it's really nuts. I've just seen a lot of people overnight like lose their income, and I'm like, what? And I see all those things that are saying apply here for financial assistance if you're a server, but I mean, I don't know anything about that, you know, like how does that, and like what is financial assistance to you? Because like $100 doesn't get you very far in the city, you know.
It's fucking, well, and it's honestly super, that's the part that I haven't even considered yet, right? I've been so caught up in this idea that like, I think this is mass hysteria, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
It's mass hysteria because the powers that be, the media have done this before. The media does this on smaller scales with, like, for instance, Lizzo. Lizzo was in all of our heads for 3 months, and that's because the media, that's what they showed us, Lizzo. So
what are you talking about?
I'm saying that
Oh wait, kind of like in the summer when Lizzo was like the biggest thing ever.
Right, and that was because of like propaganda, right? We're shown these images, or we're shown these ideas, or these concepts, or these constructs, and they seep into our subconscious, and then we all fucking consider them. I think that to a certain degree, coronavirus might be some type of social paranoia.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Anyways,
we'll take a small nipple break. NB,
I don't know who I could actually text. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let me look at my list of people I've had sex with.
Oh, you have a list in your phone?
I'm a Virgo, of course.
Damn, dude. List.
I keep not only a list of men that I've had sex with, if they have an asterisk next to them, you can't see, but like if they have an asterisk next to them, that means I came. As you can see, there's not a lot of asterisks.
So fucking funny.
Isn't that?
But it's hard to make women come. You gotta fucking listen to them.
That's all I think it is. I don't think it's that hard. I think you just have to like listen to me.
It's not hard, ladies.
It's not hard. Oh wait, I found somebody. Hold on, that I could text. That like we're chill. He works in politics too. He's cool.
Oh, Obama.
No.
Trump.
He's a ginger. Hey,
Chucky.
do I have small nipples? Anyways, so apparently somebody doesn't think I have small nipples. I think I have really small nipples. One of my favorite breastfeeding facts, though, ever, is that it does not depend how big your boobs are. Like, you could have, like, negative A's, and you can still breastfeed if you're a woman.
But how much of that sweet milk?
It all depends on your breastfeeding habits.
Now, do you ever take a sample?
No. That's personal. It's gonna sound really gross, but like in breast milk, it like separates and like there's like this creamy top on the top. It's like it's not.
That's fucking disgusting.
No, it's hind milk. They just have to like stir it. It'll go together.
That's gross as fuck, dude. My titty made this. Cool, lady. Fuck. Did you not? Any liquid made in the human body is gross.
But I feel like I'm gonna be, because you can make your milk stop coming in by like just like stopping your breastfeeding habits. I feel like I'm going to totally make a goal for like 5 years and just try to supply people with breast milk.
No.
Yeah. I'm also a lactivist. Do you know what that is?
Someone who preaches lactation.
Yeah. A promise that when you have children, your babies, and you're breastfeeding, that you will openly breastfeed in public.
Okay.
To set an example. And I will totally be one of those bitches that's just like out there.
To normalize, because it is.
I 100% think we need to normalize breastfeeding because we are actually one of the lowest breastfed countries in the world. And it's all because it's like people think gross.
I'm gonna say something right now. I don't think a mother nurturing her child is gross. I don't think a woman.
He just thinks a titty in like a baby's mouth is kind of gross.
No, I think the liquid is gross. Because I know my wife. My wife's gonna have a steady diet of red wine, Taco Bell, and cocaine. And that's getting filtered through your. First of all, yeah, a woman nurturing her child in public is none of my motherfucking concern.
There you go.
It's none of my motherfucking business what that woman does with her fucking body.
No, it's not.
It's pure. It's natural. It's wholesome. It's healthy. The baby is growing in a healthy manner. I'm saying that you made that in your body, and your body, the inside of all of our bodies, are fucking a little nas, dude. A little nas. One time a girl told me my cum tastes like Taco Bell.
What?
Yep.
Like what kind of Taco Bell? Did she specify?
But I've had bad reviews of my cum. Like what?
So I've swallowed a lot of cum. And, I have. I'm almost 30, so I've swallowed a lot of cum. And,
yeah, been there, girl.
But one thing I will say, I'm not gonna lie, I do think all cum tastes the same.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like this salty, thick thing that, like, I'm like, it's just for a moment.
My cum tastes like shit. I've heard.
Well, that might be...
The first time that my cum tastes like garbage.
That might be like your diet, Adam.
No. Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it might
Might it be my diet?
It might be your diet. It might be your diet.
Could it maybe have something to do with what I put on? Well, that's how I know a girl's down, though. I know a girl's down with me if she fucking... Dude, this one girl, well, I almost named her name. I would have had to delete this whole thing. But she was really down for me. And she was also dope. But she would fucking take my sing like a champ. And I knew my shit tasted gross because I knew that I've been eating barbecue for 6 weeks. My cum is just fucking reused Sweet Baby Ray's.
Oh my god.
And that's what I'm saying, dude. You be feeding your kids that from your titty, bro? That's gross.
Well,
that's nasty as fuck. That's nasty, dude. That's gross.
Yeah, but I gotta go pee-pee.
I bought a theme song from my original podcast. So, Justin, now you play the theme song. Or don't. Keep this playing. This is good shit.
I should change my mind. Throw these pizza crusts out. Corona. You guys, I just choked on a pizza crust. I swear, I don't have the corona. This is like the most unfortunate time to have seasonal allergies. Everyone's like, ah!
Who would you risk corona for?
Oh god, so many people. Gordon Ramsay, for sure. Wendy Williams.
Shout out Wendy Williams. I know she's a listener.
Yes! How you doing? You know, her show got done because of all this.
Yeah, because you can't have groups of more than 50 meeting.
Yeah. So I would risk corona for Gordon Ramsay, Wendy Williams, and the tap dancer in the Jackson Tunnel. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do actually.
That old man that
That's
tap dances.
crazy that I know exactly what you're talking about.
I wonder how much that dude makes, honestly.
He probably has bank.
I wouldn't think so.
Like, no exaggeration. I'm not even trying to be funny. He probably has more money than I do.
He has a business card. He tries to give it to me every time I tip him.
Take it.
He said he does birthday parties.
Yeah, because what kid doesn't want to tap dance for their birthday? What's the best birthday you've ever had?
That's complicated. I'm not a big fan of my birthday. And always, like, I don't know. I try to be like, I don't want anything to happen, but then, like, something inside me is like, it's your day. Like, I don't know. I'm really weird. But anyways, yeah, I was with some dumb bitch that you don't even have to worry about. But I went to Riot Fest all 3 days of my birthday. And then I also did that, though, like, a few years ago when Riot Fest first came out in 2013. But it was coming off, like, a 2-year breakup. Mm-hmm. Remember? With what's his face?
I'm familiar.
I was coming off a really bad breakup, and we also were, like, originally supposed to go to Riot Fest together. So, like, it was, like, I was, like, crying most of it and, like, on drugs most of it. But I was, like, crying most of it. So, whatever. This year it was good. I just, like, really don't like the person that I went with for later reasons. That doesn't matter. They're gonna get the corona, so.
They're gonna get the corona, yeah.
They will. Oh my god, though. I feel like it's crazy because I'm on quarantine day, like, what, 3 or 4, like everybody else. I don't think I can do this for a few weeks.
What do you mean?
I can't do this. I can't, like... just so I understand what the CDC wants. Do you think like retail places are gonna be shut down?
What I'm saying, there's no corona cure in sight. Mm-hmm. I'm sure in some laboratory they're working on it, but even the mass administration of such a thing is something like I've never seen. That would require every citizen in America to First of all, do the opposite of what they told us. Gather in groups larger than 50. You need so many needles, so many vaccines, all that shit. Mm-hmm. And that's only if the cure gets developed in the next 2 weeks. What I'm saying is we are on the precipice of the fucking fade to black, dude. This is it. This is the end of days. This is the apocalypse. We haven't seen shit like this. When they close restaurants and schools and buildings and the NBA, you literally go, oh, this is for real. Mm-hmm. And this is probably gonna be our swan song. And guess what? Humans, we had a good fucking run, dude. We have the internet. Yeah. We have fucking kendama. You know what I mean? We have fucking the Macarena, dude. And then it's fucking over for us. Yeah. When the next species takes over the planet, they'll be like, what did the human create?
What did the humans create?
And they'll fucking be looking at TikTok and shit like, oh, they deserved it. They had it coming.
Do you ever just I feel like I pee all the time. Like by accident. Do you?
Really?
Yeah, I pee my pants all the time. I I love weed, if you can't see. When I'm hitting my weed pen, I try not to hit it so much in public anymore because sometimes when I cough, I go pee. A little bit. Just a little bit. Not a ton, but I'll definitely be and be oh no! And
okay. I don't know if I pee a lot, but I definitely know that there's a high percentage of urine in my underwear.
Yeah.
And that's just maybe because I don't shake the old fella out sufficiently.
Yeah, I am really guilty for going pee by accident all the time. Mm-hmm. Not have you ever peed in a girl's bed?
Probably.
Because my ex of 2 years peed in my bed. Mm-hmm. And not just peed in my bed, but he stood up and held his dick and then went side to side. He was so drunk and just peed all over my bed and then laid in it. Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
We were 20 and he just did it, and I was I honestly, looking back, I don't know how I don't think I've ever actually seen him that drunk because I was screaming at him after. I was how dare you? Yeah. I just
That's crazy.
I went off and he just snored in his piss. And the next day he woke up, he didn't remember any of it. There's still a stain on my mattress 10 years later, this big pee-pee stain, and every time I look at it I think of him.
Well, that is
sad.
A good place to end this podcast.
That's so funny.
Alright, that was fun. Death.
I don't have the corona.
Not the corona. She does have
allergies.
Does have the Coors. Does have the Miller High Life. Alright, see you guys later. Yay.
Bye.